Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum here, and welcome back to another episode of Battlespot Blast. As you guys can see here today, it is a brand new week, so we have a brand new team, and let's start going through this team. First off, you guys can see Tapu Koko, who is running the much requested Life Orb this time instead of any kind of Z Crystal or Air Balloon. So we got that for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying that. I hope you guys are going to be keen to see this. I'm thinking it's going to do a lot of work. I noticed in a previous episode, or in one of the previous matches, that, what's his name? That had I been using this Tapu Koko, I would have won the match. That little damage difference actually made a big difference, so I'm glad to have it now. Moving on to our next Pokemon, we have Decidueye, which I believe is holding the red card, so we can Spirit Shackle someone in after they get red carded out, or we can even just let red card take over, switch someone, and then U-turn for an advantageous switch. So that should be a good time. Then next up we have our Lycanroc, which hasn't seen the light of day in a very long time, but is back. It is once again using Focus Sash, so that way we can get a free sword, not really a free sword dance, but we can get a sword dance off if available, and we can go to town. And then we have Marowak, the ultimate counter to the Ultra Beast. I'm really glad to have this thing on the team, and it is still once again holding the Thick Club. Next up on our team we have our Araquanid. We have our Araquanid, which is holding the Choice Band, so a Liquidation is going to hit like a truck. And then finally, we have Primarina, who is, I believe, rocking the Assault Vest, which means we don't have a single Z move on the team, which I just realized that, but that's not too big of a deal. We're going to go on with it. We don't need to use Z moves. They're not as necessary as Mega Evolution once was, and I really feel like Mega Evolution still is a really, really important thing for a team. But in case you hadn't noticed, we haven't been using a single bit of Mega Evolution. Either way, you guys can see our rating is 1532, which is really funny because we have 5 battles, 3 wins, and 2 losses. So it's basically 1,000 and then our record. 1,000, 5 wins, 5 battles, 3 wins, 2 losses. Pretty interesting. Either way, let's look for our opponent. Let's pick some music. No time to pick music. We're stuck on Guardian Deity, and we are looking at the back of this man's head, who is ranked 1521. So you guys can see we have a Ribombee, which is probably... what is that thing called? Choice Scarf. We have Garchomp. Sorry, not Choice Scarf, but Focus Sash. We have Garchomp. We have Oranguru. A Golem. I was like, what is this thing? I forget his name. The Decidueye on my opponent's team as well, and then Gyarados. Now, we don't have that many great counters to the Pokemon. I definitely have to bring Primarina because Primarina can handle the Gyarados, and it's our only answer to Gyarados in this lineup. And then also I want to bring Tapu Koko, which I feel like can put in the finals to any member of the opponent's team, so I'm definitely going to bring that. And then for our final member, I guess I will probably be bringing Marowak. I think that's well advised. I know Oranguru is normal Psychic, which means Ghost type doesn't really hurt him. But what else can we do? I'm really just bringing Marowak. Actually, no, I don't know if Marowak can handle the Decidueye, because the Decidueye is still super effective against it. You know what? I'll bring Tapu Koko in the lead. Primarina in the back. Now, the Decidueye won't do too much work here. I mean, it could do a decent amount, but I'm not feeling it. I'm honestly more so feeling Araquanid. We can Leech Life the Oranguru and stuff like that, even though Liquidation is normally the best option. Either way, let's see how we go here. I'm versing a guy named Soul. I have faith. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling like today is going to be a good day for Battlespot. I could be very wrong, but I know I'm feeling it. Honestly, this music kind of upsets me. And the reason is because of all the time I spent catching the Tapu Koko, like the Tapus, and resetting, trying to catch those beasts. Either way, guys, we see Golem is our opponent's lead here, which is A-okay for us. I don't really mind that. At the same time, I do have to stay in here. I can't really switch out for the sole fact that, what's that thing called? For the sole fact that both Araquanid and Primarina are weak to electric. So that's one thing I really didn't pay attention to, and probably was a good reason to bring Decidueye. But that's fine. I think we'll just click on Grass Knot and see how much we can do. This guy might predict a Volt Switch, which would be interesting, but we'll see what happens. They go if they move really quickly straight away. What are they going to do? Grass Knot comes through, knocks them down to sturdy, and what are we going to see next? What is their attack going to be? Red card. Interesting. What are they going to use? That's the question. Primarina is here. And what are they going to go for? Stealth Rock. That's fine by me. They didn't get any damage off. We're going to get a free kill on this thing unless it wants to go for... unless it somehow has a priority attack. A very interesting play. I like that. I love seeing red card in use. Now, judging by the rest of the team, the best move to go for is probably Moonblast. Let me just go back and have a look-see. You guys can see Moonblast hits everything on the team for a good amount of damage. And I don't think they're going to switch. That just wouldn't make too much sense. So we'll click on Moonblast and see what we can do. Moonblast comes out. This is obviously a guaranteed KO. It would have been nice if I could bring in someone else, because that means if they have Decidueye in the back, they will bring it in against Primarina, which is, of course, the furthest thing from a fun time. I'll probably have to bring in Araquanid and maybe even sack it off, which I don't really want to do. Okay, so we see Oranguru. I don't see what thing this can do, what like scary thing this can do to us. So I think what I want to do is I actually still do want to switch into Araquanid. I know I'm going to take a butt ton of damage from the Stealth Rocks, but at the same time, in case this last Pokemon is Garchomp, I need Primarina in the back, as well as in case it's Gyarados. So Araquanid takes a disgusting amount of damage, and we see a Psychic come off here. We are specially defensive. Can we take 2 of these? We definitely can. We definitely can. And now, while Leech Life wouldn't be a bad decision, because it is going to do max damage, I don't know if it's going to be the smartest decision, because Liquidation can just destroy whatever comes in. I think I'll go for Leech Life, because it will kill Oranguru regardless. It is choice banded. We see the Oranguru switch out. What it's going to come in here? Garchomp, that's fine by me. That's A-okay by me. Liquidation would have been an amazing play here. But I think we made the right choice in letting Primarina stay at full health. Now we're going to get a good amount of HP back. And we see this. Okay, the opponent has rough skin. I really would have loved to do what's that called? Really would have loved to do what's that word? There's a word there and I'm forgetting it. I really would have loved to use Liquidation. I think we'll just go for Leech Life again. We don't really need Araquanid right now. I believe that the rest of my Pokemon can actually 1v1. We see a Mega Garchomp. Wow, that was the last thing I was expecting. But that is a good thing, because this thing definitely couldn't outspeed us. And I'm 99% certain this thing doesn't get Rock Tomb. Interesting choice of move. We should live that. Yeah, wow, we do live it. And we'll get another Leech Life off, which is just additional damage. Not too important, just, like I said, additional damage. Guaranteeing this thing death by Dazzling Gleam. And of course, unless this thing Dragon Dances next turn, which would result in its death, we should be okay to bring in Tapu Koko, go for the Dazzling Gleam, and then the final Pokemon we can easily defeat with my remaining 2. So, nice work Araquanid, putting in the finest, getting us the information we needed on Garchomp, because my plan there was to hopefully get KO'd by a Rock-type move like I just did. However, in the event that my opponent did kill me with a Rock-type move, I have no reason not to go into Tapu Koko and click Dazzling Gleam. Because if the opponent is Scarfed and cannot speed me, they can't go for Earthquake. A Rock-type attack that isn't stab will not kill me, and I'll get the KO. And if they do switch out, then I 100% certainly know that this person is Choice Scarf. So that was kind of my play there. I wanted to make sure I got the intel. And of course I did. We see the Mega Evolution. And now there's no reason not to click Dazzling Gleam. There's no way on earth this thing can outspeed me unless this person is somehow cheating through Battlespot, which I don't think is possible. I believe Pokemon and their Battlespot systems check that sort of stuff. There's no way. They are slower than regular Garchomp, and they haven't got any speed boost. So, like I said, there's no way. Unlike in the unlike in the Nuzlocke series, I can trust speed tiers now. And I guess we just click the Thunderbolt. No reason not to. Oranguru shouldn't outspeed or be able to shouldn't be able to one-shot Primarina, so we can just go for a Thunderbolt, and then Primarina can pick up the KO. We already saw that this Pokemon's move of choice against Primarina was a... wow, we get a crit hit. That's really nice for us. Thank you very much, Universe. And we see the Psychic. Will this KO us? It probably will. We're not very specially defensive. At the same time, this thing apparently isn't very specially offensive either. But yeah, like I said, we already saw that their move of choice against Primarina was Psychic. And we see the match is forfeited, which is fair enough by my opponent. And we get the first W of the episode, and I'm feeling good. We are less than 10 minutes in, and things are looking up. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. Last episode was a bit of a hard time. We definitely went up against some strong opponents, and they definitely put in the finest. And they were very, very close battles. But right now, you guys can see I'm really hyped. I have my brain ticking at the right speed, and we're looking good. That was a really fun battle. I definitely enjoyed that. I feel like I played smart. Especially the way I handled Araquanid when it was like, alright, I needed to go down here because it would guarantee intel on this Pokemon and blah, blah, blah. I had a good time. Definitely a good battle. I think we're great. And honestly, while preparing this team, I actually had a really good idea to use Mudsdale once again. And if you guys are aware, every single battle that I've used Mudsdale so far has been with Assault Vest. And I've been thinking, what if I put Assault Vest on something else who is more specially defensively invested, and then make two Pokemon on team. One who is purely good for special defense, and then of course Mudsdale, who is purely good for physical defense. And the reason I say that is because what if we made a Mudsdale that just took hits? Because the biggest problem with Mudsdale is that for him to get his defense really high, he has to take a lot of damage. In a universe, though, where we can get a bunch of damage and get our health all the way back up, like say we use a Citrus Berry or we use something else, and we have this like +4 defense and really high HP, it's almost unkillable. Like, so it'll be a really fun time. I definitely want to try that out. Regardless, looking at my opponent's team, wasting a lot of time, we have Garchomp, we have Nihilego, we have Tapu Koko, Mimikyu, Lucario, and Magnezone. So we see a gigantic Earthquake weakness, which we cannot hit. We haven't got any ground. I love how I said Earthquake and not ground type. Do you have a ground type move? Oh, big boy, you do. Oh, big boy, you do. So you're a decent lead here. In fact, you can handle everybody except for Mimikyu, but that's okay with me. So I think we'll go with Marowak. We'll bring. We could bring Fish, but that's a bit risky. I think what we'll do is we'll bring in the back. We probably need Primarina or Tapu Koko, one of the two. I think we'll bring Primarina and Lycanroc. Seems a bit crazy, I know, but I want Lycanroc to guarantee that we can take out Mimikyu, because Lycanroc can take a hit and then outspeed the Shadow Sneak. That's kind of my plan here. I can't say I'm too confident. I did look at the timer and be like, oh no, I'm running out of time. And also, I just made a note. I should make a mental note that I need to, not really mental because I'm saying it out loud, but I would spend all my time looking down at my DS. I should probably look at the screen so you guys can actually like get my voice projected to the microphone. So we see Mimikyu here. That is a really, really, really bad time for us. And honestly, I don't want to switch out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to predict the Swords Dance and go for a Will-O-Wisp. I know this is crazy. This person could Shadow Claw us, which I don't think will kill us without a +1. It's going to do a very, very good amount of damage, but like I said, doesn't KO us. And you guys can tell that attack that they just did put in a good amount of damage, but not too much. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now from here, I really don't want to throw away Marowak. So, and at the same time, I don't want to throw away my Lycanroc. But this person is because look at my health. They will not kill us with a Shadow Sneak. Sorry, with a Shadow Claw right now. So it's kind of safe to go for an attack and then switch out next turn as they go for Shadow Sneak. But I don't know. It's a tough decision. Because looking at my opponent's Pokemon, I need Miss Marowak for a lot of things. So I guess I'll switch out and I go into Lycanroc. Yeah, I'll go into Lycanroc. I know I'm going to be potentially wasting a Focus Sash, which I really don't want to do, but I feel like I have to. I have no other choice. So Lycanroc is out here. Please go for Swords Dance to make up for your lost defenses. No, they go for Shadow Claw. Sorry, lost attack. That shouldn't do too much, though. Yeah, there you go. It does, like, nothing. We see our opponent, of course, taking the burn damage. It sucks that burn doesn't destroy Mimikyu's disguise, but at the same time, it'd be a bit broken if you could cut their attack in half and destroy their disguise in one go. So now we don't have Focus Sash. Really, really unfortunate. But we can just go for the Rock Slide, and maybe we're going to be lucky enough to get the flinch on the turn that they drop disguise. I mean, I've been using a lot of Rock Slides throughout this Battlespot series, and I haven't got a single flinch on my side. I've been flinched many times, but I haven't got a single flinch in my favor. And there you go. Ask and I shall receive. I can't say I'm the nicest person for asking for it, but at the same time, I'm not the worst person in the world either for saying that I should have fairness in the hacks. Now, I would say we're not in a very good position whatsoever. We have Fish who is taking damage. This Mimikyu is going to live, which is really unfortunate for us. They flinch again. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I can use this as an opportunity to get a +1 and let it die to burn and take whatever hit it wants to go for. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to Swords Dance. This Pokemon is in burn range. We see the Shadow Sneak here because they want to avoid getting a Cell Rock. That's fine. It's going to do very, very little damage to us. We're going to Swords Dance, and then this Pokemon is either going to die to burn, and if it doesn't, then I'll just Cell Rock next turn. It should die to burn though. I can't imagine it will live. There you go. Okay. It paused for much longer on the final dot than it did on the first two increments it went down, but we should be fine. Oh, I'm enjoying this right now. If they send in Garchomp, it'll be a really bad time for us because we will have to go for a Cell Rock because the potential Sash. Even Lucario is not a fun time. So we see Tapu Koko. Definitely we have to go for a Cell Rock. This thing will 100% outspeed us. But we will do a good amount of damage to this Pokemon, which is what we want to have. And we see they're floating on an air balloon too. Now this is actually quite a bad time for us. We did bring not enough Pokemon to handle electric type attacks, but we will go for the Assault Rock. It should still, like I said, do a really good amount of damage. I'm very happy with that. We're going to see a Thunderbolt. It wouldn't have been too bad to switch into Marowak. At the same time, I would have given away the fact that I was... what's that thing called? A Volt Absorb, not Volt Absorb, Lightning Rod. So we'll bring in Marowak. Hopefully they don't realize that... Actually, I think a standard Tapu Koko set can't kill us from here. It's going to be 2 electric type moves, a fairy type move which is resisted, and yeah, I don't think you can really do much to us. So I think what we'll just do is we'll click... I know Earthquake is probably the most advised move, but Shadow Bone is 100% accurate. And if you were going to switch into something, what would it be? Mimikyu is not still up. I was confused by the fact that it was lit up on the bottom screen. I think... The rest of his team doesn't like an Earthquake or a Shadow Bone. I think we'll just go for the Shadow Bone because it will kill. And like I said, I don't think this Tapu Koko can do much to us. What I really want to see is Thunderbolt. Yes, we do have Lightning Rod, so this person is unaware of the power that is Marowak. And Shadow Bone will 100% get the KO. It is a stab, a thick club boosted move. Down goes Tapu Koko. And I believe the only Pokemon that now causes us problems is Magnezone. So if Magnezone isn't the final Pokemon, we should be A-okay. And even still, Magnezone will carry... Okay, Nihilego is here. That should be fine for us. It is weak to Primarina. And we can just click Earthquake, which is 4 times super effective. We didn't see any air balloons in this Pokemon. It doesn't naturally have Levitate. Earthquake we go. Will this thing one-shot us? I'm afraid it might. But either way, what I was saying about Magnezone is that its primary moves are resisted. We're definitely dead. Its primary moves are... What's that word? Its primary moves are resisted or Lightning Rod immunity. So whatever else it had probably wasn't going to KO us from that range. But now we see Nihilego is a dangerous threat. Primarina, of course, is here. We do have the Assault Vest, which is going to help us because this thing is a special attacking Nihilego. And it actually can hit us super effectively with Poison typing. But we should outspeed this thing, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll just go for a Sparkling Aria. And hopefully we can get this kill, live a hit. If we see, okay, we get outspeed with Power Gem. This thing might be Choice Scarfed, which is actually really good for us because if they're choiced, that means that what do you call it? It means that they can't change up for their Fairy type move, and we can get the next attack for the KO as well. Let's see what happens. If they do change moves, we definitely do die. They don't change moves. Power Gem comes off again. Even a crit should not kill us here. We see the Assault Vest definitely coming through for us, and we pick up the KO on this Nihilego. And that's the battle, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that's the battle, unless somehow Mimikyu is back alive again. But I don't think it is. We watch it out of burn. There you go. We defeated... I was going to say his name, but I can't say it. I don't speak Japanese. And that is our second W for this episode. So I'm really excited. I'm happy. Everyone did amazingly. Everyone filled their role. Marowak did great. I love that they weren't aware. And that's the reason I didn't switch in. Because I was like, I know that I would like to have Rockruff. I know that I'd love to have Lycanroc alive because it's a powerful Pokemon. But at the same time, if I switch out into Marowak and show the Lightning Rod, then they're going to hit Marowak and probably kill it. But if I don't show it, there's a chance that they won't hit it and that we can actually take it down without losing Marowak. And of course, as you guys could tell, a Lycanroc was the least useful. The whole reason I brought it was so that way I could counter Mimikyu. I could take a hit, live on Focus Sash, and then KO it afterwards. Which is kind of, like I said, my whole plan there. And I'd say things worked out well for us. I know I should be clicking the bottom screen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very slow. I'm too busy talking to actually pay attention to what the bottom screen is telling me to do. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, guys. We had 1562. Let's get some different music in here. Let's get League Title Defense, because I hear that music is fire. And I actually forget exactly what it is. I haven't done the Pokemon League in a while. But regardless, the battles are going well. This team is proving its worth. And right now, the only two that haven't hit the field, actually the only one that hasn't hit the field, because Primarina, Araquanid, Marowak, Lycanroc, and Tapu Koko have all hit the field. So the only one that hasn't hit the field is Decidueye. Now, I'm not going to try and force it. Do not worry. If Decidueye isn't the smart choice, I will not pick it. But hopefully it is a smart choice, and we can get Decidueye onto the field, and we can have a lot of fun with it. It seems to be taking a while to find my opponent. If it happens to fail and ask me to start searching again, I'll catch up with you guys once we get to that point, or we find an opponent. Never mind, we do find an opponent. 1573. Let's do it. Like, let's just do it. Okay. This is scary. Okay, we see Ninetales. Okay, let's start from the top. We see Salamence, Tapu Koko, Ninetales, Sharpedo, Typhlosion. Sorry, I can't believe I made you watch that. And we finally have you have a name, Haxorus. Okay. Tapu Koko is a must here. What's our counter to Sharpedo? Lycanroc maybe at full health. I think Lycanroc is about counter to Sharpedo if it's a speed boosting one. And then from there, we have no... Okay, so Tapu Koko hand can counter the Salamence and the Haxorus. Lycanroc can counter the Ninetales and the Sharpedo. And then we just need Typhlosion and Tapu Koko to be handled. And I think there's no one that can handle the two of them, which is really unfortunate for us. Maybe Marowak? Yeah, I think Marowak. Yeah, Marowak it is. So what did I say? I forgot. Tapu Koko, Lycanroc, and Marowak. Okay, that is what I said. Everyone calm down. And of course, we're leading Tapu Koko because if we are put in a bad situation, I can Volt Switch into a good situation. And should we go up against our opponent's own Tapu Koko, I can Volt Switch into Marowak and hopefully get the Lightning Rod, which will be a fun time. Now, I actually love this music. This music really does take me back to to Pokemon Stadium. Oh my goodness! Alright, so we see the Haxorus. That is a really, really, really beneficial situation for us. At the same time, there is the threat that this thing is Choice Scarfed and will Earthquake us turn 1. So, that is not exciting, but we have no alternate play. I realize this now, but we don't have a single Earthquake immunity, which is foolish on our part. So we're just going to have to click Dazzling Gleam and hope that this thing isn't Scarfed. Okay, we do land the Dazzling Gleam. And that's... Oh, you Focus Sashed. Wow, interesting set. What are you going to go for? That's the question. Earthquake, that's fine. I feel like this person would have been smarter to have gone for the Scarf instead of the Sash, but I mean, it still picked up the KO, but they are at low HP, of course. And now we just go out into Lycanroc, and of course we know Lycanroc does outspeed, so there's no reason not to go for... Okay, there is a reason not to go for Rock Slide, so I think we'll just click Brick Break. Hey, wait, hold on. What's on the enemy side? What do they think would want to come in here? Actually, you know what? Rock Slide's not in any way a bad choice. I mean, if we somehow miss the Rock Slide, I'll be very upset, but that is the universe's decision, not mine. We do land the Rock Slide. This thing goes down. I do wish that we could have somehow lived the Earthquake from Haxorus, but that's asking way too much. Tapu Koko did a good job. Could you imagine if I had the Air Balloon Tapu Koko? He would have been screwed. Either way, that's not too important. But one thing I am curious about actually with Air Balloon is if I don't see the message written in the text, will it tell me that my opponent has Air Balloon? Because you know you can tap on your own Pokemon and see its item and everything. Will it tell me their item? That's one thing I'm curious about. Now, we don't have another counter for this. Tapu Koko was a counter to Salamence. We're going to click Rock Slide. As you guys know, we do have the Focus Sash, so this thing can't one-shot us, and then we can go for a Cell Rock second turn. And that will be... what? That would be 115 -1 super effective damage. That should do the trick, I think. Even though we are -1, it's going to do a lot of damage. We see the drag. That's really, really good for us. Our opponent has made all the mistakes. We're definitely killing the Salamence now. Because now we can freely go for... Ooh, that's... Okay, definitely we needed you to go for that bad decision. We can go for a second Rock Slide. If they think they can one-shot us, like I said, they definitely can't unless they somehow burn us with Earthquake, which can't happen. Can you poison us with Earthquake? Definitely not. So we should be A-okay. The Focus Sash is here. You Focus Sash me, I Focus Sash you. It's only fair, my friend. It's only fair. And Lycanroc will go for the next Rock Slide. And judging by that damage, you should probably switch out your Salamence. Actually, you know what? Don't. Stay in. I don't have a Cell Rock. You outspeed me. You're +1. What is a Cell Rock? The move doesn't even exist. Oh, just kidding. It does. It does exist, and you get dude. Lycanroc 1v1 to Mega Salamence. I'm done. What is your last Pokemon going to be? What is your last Pokemon going to be? Show me, universe. Show me this. And I will not say that in any way, shape, or form I played extremely well here. I had lost had that person made the right decision. I'll straight up admit that. But people make mistakes. Do we want to bet that this thing is Choice Scarf because the fact that the Hacktress wasn't? I think I'm willing to make that bet. I'd rather get damage on it, so I'm going to hit a Cell Rock. Of course, were it not Choice Scarf, I would outspeed. But we can't be taking too many risks, guys. We want to play it safe. We see the Eruption. It's not going to do too much damage because I did hit it first. And the fact that we do see Eruption makes me think that this thing is Choice Scarfed, which I believe should put us in the category of win-win-win. We have Earthquake. That's base 200. Of course, after super effective. And it's just a good time. Let's click Earthquake. If they go for Eruption again, that means, of course, they're Choice Scarf. And Eruption is a very Choice Scarf-like move, as you can see. Go first, don't take damage from the opponent, and hit him with a massive 150 base power move. But regardless of that, we do manage to live it with the Marowak, and this Earthquake should do the trick. It does, courtesy of Super Effective and the Thick Club. And I think that goes the third battle in the episode. There it is, guys. We get our third W. This was an amazing, amazing episode. I think things went really well. I feel like I was really thinking about my plays, making the smart choices, and just making the predictions, right? Like, some things I definitely did predict wrong, like the Garchomp. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I played it safe in that I could react to anything that they had. And that's honestly where it comes from. If you can't make a really, really educated prediction, there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with just making a safe play. Trying to make it so that you're in a position that no matter what they do, you are at least somewhat safe. And that's kind of how I play. I like to play the safe way. I think it serves me the best. And I think it's just a fun time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle, that episode. If you did, and make sure you hit that like button. And of course, leave in the comment section below what you thought of this episode, which battle you thought was the most exciting. And even more so, feel free to list a Pokemon that you want to see me use in the description. Like, put a set down there, like say, oh, you want to see me use, what? Serena with this moveset and this ability. They let me know, what do you guys want to see a part of the series? Because I definitely want to take those suggestions and add them to this series and make more amazing teams and have a lot more fun. And like I said, like the series is all about, have a blast on Battlespot. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you guys can see future episodes as they come out, especially episodes that could contain your Pokemon. And finally, I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.